Good evening, all of Night City, and welcome to Night City Stargazers. Where we had left off, our group of edge runners had recently performed a gig for the fixer Octavio. Octavio sent them on a rescue mission. His client wanted a family member back, a young man who, when they found him and rescued him, had Karoshi eye implants installed and subsequently removed by scavengers. They were able to stabilize him, get him back to a Bernadotte that they know by the name of Nathaniel, get him patched up and stabilized, and then sent him on his merry way in Octavio's hands. But there were some loose ends, perhaps, that this group of mercs had stumbled upon. One shard indicating that a text message between a buyer and these scavengers was providing body parts, cyberware, and among other things, to a buyer. Trix, shortly after, had a netrunner friend of hers named Blunder try and scrape the web for any activity that might indicate, on the surface level anyway, that the buyer was anyone that might be aware of. Loup had interacted with some of her friends amongst the straight rats of the Night City mega buildings, getting the latest scoop as to what's going on in the building and maybe a little bit of the goings-on surrounding it, but mostly having a chat with her partner and roommate, Sam, who's a bit of a tinkerer himself. So, picking up in the days following that gig, there's some healing up to do, and maybe a few extra eddies to be sought. You have about a week's time before Octavio will contact you again, which hopefully he has a more lucrative job for you the next time that he rolls around. But in the meantime, there's some things that our edge runners can get up to during that time. Of course, healing is a factor. One can heal up a number of points equal to their body per day that they rest, now that they're stabilized, so those injured can heal. Another thing that one could get up to is side hustles. Little things that can earn a few hundred extra eddies, depending on their specialty and expertise. And of course, speak with one another, their surrounding friends, as well as maybe find out the scoop on what's gone on with this previous gig. Maybe the curiosity's getting to them. So, amongst the four of you, who would like to do what?
Well, Orvan's definitely going to be doing some side hustles.
Okay.
Need the extra scratch.
Need the extra scratch. Well, let's see how much you can cook up. Because it's not at all guaranteed how much you can make in Night City.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? It's a hostile city after all.
And you, my friend, are a medtech. So let's see what you might get up to tonight. So, Orvan, if you would, please roll me 1d6.
Ooh, a D6. Out of curiosity, are we looking for higher or lower on this?
You are looking for a specific number.
Oh, a specific number, I see. We have, for the first roll of the evening, a 2.
A 2.
It's a 2.
You, my friend, from this previous gig, you saw some cyberware lying around. There was plenty of it, in fact. Plenty of it that was a bit of junk. But even junk, sold to the right person, could fetch a few eddies.
Indeed. Indeed. I don't think I'd be going to the one Ripper Dock that I know of. I don't think we're on speaking terms.
No, this junk that you find is a couple of pieces of cybernetic bones, replacement bones. It's not a full set. In fact, it's only a couple pieces that are even within sellable condition. Most of it's garbage. But you do find a couple pieces that would actually be sellable, and you fetch yourself 200 eddies
Well, at least
as
I
a
broke
result
even.
of that sale.
Wonderful.
So tell me, Orvan, who are you selling these to? Who do you know?
I'd say probably one of the local tiger claws.
Tiger claws.
Because I am in their turf, might as well grease the wheels a little. Be at least a known commodity for helping them a little bit.
Paying your dues for their protection, sort of thing.
Especially knowing the background of himself. Easier to have a bit easier of a time if you have the local gang at least not wanting your head.
And the 200 eddies that this fetches, you know it's a little bit of a low ball. But you gotta get rid of them somehow. And this is the quickest way.
And even if he was being ripped off, at least it'll be known that he's doing his part.
So what else do you get up to, Orvan? Takes about a week to
He's
offload these things, but during that time you can also connect with some other people in the meantime.
he's definitely going to, as much as he, to his chagrin and internal uncomfortableness, he's going to give Loup a call.
So, Loup, you get the call in the hollow that it is Orvan.
And instead of it being his normal name, it is Medboy.
You got the wolf.
Loup, it's good to hear from you. Would you happen to have some time for a friendly chat?
What can I do you for? Chum.
Been thinking about the previous conversations, and I realize I am not well versed in the Night City nomenclature, and I should probably get a little help.
Uh-huh. So you're coming to the old pro.
You came highly recommended by one Slideye.
Uh-huh. She's cursing under her breath. Well, what do you want to know?
Well, first thing, as much as I hate to admit this, you have a... And you hear him having trouble even bringing these words out. A... Better fashion sense for this more low to the ground city life.
Incredibly put.
And I would figure I would ask your assistance in changing the wardrobe.
Ah, you want to blend in on appearance.
It would help you, would it not, to not have me stand out as a former corpo?
Yeah, we'd love that a lot. So,
Well, if you love it, I could definitely just stay as I am and continue drawing all the attention.
no. We need you to get your threads in order, post haste.
Well, very good.
Question on the docket is, what do you have to throw at this?
I'd say about 200 eddies. Should be at least
Okay.
enough to start us off.
Let me check the table, because there's a table for this.
Perhaps more.
What I think that covers like a coat and pants, or a coat and shorts, or a coat and shoes.
Yeah, that would.
I think it heavily depends on what you're getting and what style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say like it would be like street style shirt or coat and pants that you could get him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, a good secondhand store that's gonna have some great
mm-hmm.
looks.
Yeah, I probably got connections for like some boosted stuff as well, right?
Possibly.
You want me to roll for it?
Let's see. So when it comes to fashion, what are you thinking about when it comes to boosted? Like, what are you meaning by that?
Yeah, stuff that's straight ripped off.
Oh, just full on clept.
Absolutely, clept.
Full on clepted street clothes.
Yeah, it's probably available for sale on the street as opposed to
An actual store.
in a shop. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he came to me, right? Like,
That is fair. He did go to you, but then again, who else would he go to?
There is a wardrobe and style roll, but maybe streetwise.
I would say, yeah, make it a wardrobe roll.
Shit.
Not the worst.
Because you know where to pick up a good T-shirt and jeans and maybe some like off-brand boots. But if you're
Okay.
wanting them to get something like name brand
Mm-mm.
that may clapped, whether it's clapped or not, that would be a wardrobe roll. Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to blend. We just want to blend in.
Yeah.
He doesn't want us. We don't want him to stand out. He does. We don't want him to look, too popular, but we don't want him to look like his old self either.
Yeah. Sometimes
We want him to
some
look broken in.
sometimes that secondhand shop has some good wares, but when you looked at it last, which was maybe a day ago, they didn't really have
Mm,
much in the way of name brand.
mm.
So sadly, he's gonna have to go with either a Lizzie Wizzy T-shirt or an Us Cracks jacket. Favorite
Okay.
bands of the day.
Okay. So yeah. So um, yeah. I shoot him some slides, I guess, and I I ask him if these are his size.
They look to be my size.
Well, great. I'll swing by and pick them up, and you can shoot me the ads after I drop them off.
Ah, wonderful. I have made sandwiches. Would you like one when you get here?
Sure, June. No special German name for the sandwiches.
No.
Okay,
It's
just
a
checking.
simple bologna sandwich. Or I think it's
Not
bologna.
not sandwich hour. Sandwich and Broughton Schopenbraten.
No, there's, I mean, I could make a Krautburger someday if you want.
Good lord. No, thank you. All right, look, I got some errands to run, and I'll stop by in a little bit.
I'm going to say that on this outfit that Orvan's getting is going to be on the relatively cheap side. So, yeah. So I'm not sure how much that's going to cost. We're just going to call it 50 eddies.
Hell yeah.
Whether you want to stiff them for
Alrighty.
the full 200, that's on you, Lou.
What does Lulu do?
No, Lou gives him the fair price. Absolutely.
Okay.
Lou didn't just casual reminder from the last session. Lou didn't just take out of her personal funds to subsidize everyone's wages, just to turn around and rip everyone off on nickel and dime fucking clothing schemes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You have other ways to nickel and dime us.
It's wildly inconsistent.
Speaking of which, Lou, what other errands do you have going on this week?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking so healing wise, she's only got 1 HP to fix.
Okay.
So I don't think that's primary. Um I think she's looking to make ads wherever she can.
Okay. So you're wanting to do a hustle?
I'm wanting to do a hustle. She's got the shard. She's got the shard about the buyer and seller.
Yes.
For the Sandevistan.
Yep. Among other things, but
Oh,
yeah, the
among
Sandevistan
other
definitely
things.
sticks out.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if she can track down information on that or anything to move that forward.
Yeah, the info on the shard is pretty anonymous. It's done with burner phones, from what you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's got kind of the signatures of that. So if you wanted to have it cracked, that might be something you can get Trix to do.
Oh, okay.
being the netrunner she is.
Yep. Then I'll shoot Trix like an email or a text, whatever the standard is for that.
Yep.
Trix saw the message, right? Or who saw the message when we got that? I know that I was given it by Slideye.
Trix saw it.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell Trix that I'm doing some running today. I'll drop it off. Tell Trix I want to see if we can get some more information on this.
All you get back is, I'm ahead of you.
Sick.
Ooh.
I don't answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Lou,
I say
let's...
no more, Chew. Say no more, Chew.
Nice. Let's roll for your hustle. So roll me a d6.
Sick. That's good, right?
Yes.
Sick.
You rolled a 1. As you're kind of wandering the city, you recognize someone on the street. Isn't that one reporter from N54 News? You overhear that she's... her cameraman's there to film everything. And she's doing a report in front of, it looks like, the NCPD. The NCPD branch in this particular region. And you hear her saying some things that you've heard some rumors about. You walk up to her. You pause her in the middle of her scoop, and she's a little upset at first when you have her camera guy turn away to focus on you for a moment. And what you end up doing is, you know, some of the information that she needs for a really good story. And so for a couple hundred eddies, you sell her that info. Add 200 euro dollars to your bank. And you feel pretty satisfied with yourself, having made a few eddies off of a media. Going about the rest of your merry way.
I might have one more errand, if that's okay.
Okay. What are you planning?
Let me find the message. So I use the correct nomenclature. Yeah, I need to get my hands. Yeah, thank you. I am 8 big words in a trench coat. I need to get my hands on a BD wreath.
You do, so that would be a purchase to make. And BD wreaths are not illegal property. You're allowed to have those. Let's see how much that's going to cost.
Because I can try and search.
Let me actually look on my app. It's probably easier for me to find there. Services. Nope.
Oh yeah, I have to get the bank and just Google. Sometimes that's an option.
Yeah. Nope, not a brain dance recorder. I want a brain dance player. want.
Hmm.
Here we go. Brain Dance
Hmm.
Viewer. It would be €1,000. It's pretty
Good
expensive.
Lord. No kidding. Okay, then where would I take Trimony? What were these kids doing with a brain dance chip then? How are they gonna watch it?
Probably looking to sell it, more like.
Yeah, okay, good point. Would I have an idea of who to? It's gonna be tough to sell it though. Without knowing what's on it. I'm gonna have to make something up. What So I guess there's probably a Ripper doc I can sell it to.
Yeah,
Um,
there's
what about
Nathaniel.
the one that? Yeah, how would I go to Nathaniel and see if he wants to buy it?
Okay. So you bring it to Nathaniel's, because this is a Ripper Doc little stall that you've been to now before.
Mm-hmm.
And you hand him kind of what looks like a small cartridge. And he looks at it, at the casing of it, kind of looks at the logo that's printed on the front. Okay. Give me a high or low.
Okay.
So
What die?
I'm gonna roll a d10.
Oh, okay. Got it. Give me low.
Okay. This is... Where did you get this?
Truthfully, I took it off some punk kids I watch out for.
Punk kids. They steal it off of some corpo or something?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, the tuner of this particular BD caters to those who want the experiences of an extremely good meal. And by extremely good meal, I mean orgasmic. In terms of flavor, responses, feelings. There's some who want XBDs of porn. And then there are people who want the real food experience from real food. You know, when they're eating Scott dogs all day.
I've had some real cooking recently, Doc. I guess I understand the appeal.
You?
Sure. I get around.
Not in the kinds of circles that these BDs experience are.
No. But this is for probably a select clientele, right?
Pretty select. Pretty much corpos.
Anybody you see out of here?
Well, I'm pretty sure I can make it move. The only question is how much they're willing to throw down to get it. And if you guys are anything to judge by, my clientele are rather lean on cash. I can give you a couple hundred for it.
She says, look, Nathaniel, you've been good to us. You keep your couple of hundred, and you knock off whatever you think you want to knock off on our credit.
You would do that?
When you get the payment, when you get what this is actually worth.
You would do that for Trix.
Sure.
Consider it settled.
Thanks, Chief.
You're a good kid, Lou.
We'll see. She's gonna head over to Orvan's.
And have sandwiches for lunch.
I guess so.
Brings us to Trix.
Well, as much as she'd love to do a hustle, Nathan would probably kill her if she didn't take the time to heal up first.
Nathaniel has been kind of fathering you, in a way.
Yeah. So she's gonna take a couple days and heal up.
Okay. Anything else you get up to in a week?
Probably just pestering Blunder. Not for anything important, but also waiting for Lou to stop by to talk about that shard.
Okay. Which is doable, if you want her to come by and visit.
Hey, she said she was gonna stop by. Might as well make myself available.
In fact, the two of you live in the same mega building, don't you?
I'd assume so.
Trix, you've never really described your apartment. I mean, aside from the fact that you have screens pretty much everywhere in your workspace, how small would you say that your apartment is? And do you live by yourself?
Yeah, she lives alone. Probably be a little smaller than what you'd think of the standard studio sizes for us. Not really much of anything in there. A bed, the net running chair she's got.
Mm-hmm. And the toilet. That's about it.
Very scarcely decorated. At most, the bigger patch off of her jacket she's got framed up and hanging, along with a photo of the entire family, and along with a photo of her and her parents in with it. The last pieces she's got left of them, but
So do you invite Lou to your apartment, or do you go to Lou's apartment?
she'll send out a message asking where she wants to meet up.
Okay.
She's good at either place.
So Lou, do you want to meet at Trix's place or your place?
She'll stop by Trix's after she gets done with Orvan's.
Okay. And Orvan's was pretty much a sandwich meal and small talk, maybe? Okay. Heading over to Trix's after having lunch at Orvan's. Orvan living only a couple floors above the red light district of Jig Jig Street. You make your way back to your building, to a floor at a higher level than yours. Takes a little bit of climbing because there are dozens of bags of trash between here and there. There's people sitting in the hallways that may or may not actually live in an apartment in this building. Plenty of people just living their lives, walking through the hallways of the mega building to get to their destination. Maybe their job is in the building, maybe they go elsewhere. You come to Trix's apartment door, and you give it a ring, because there's a doorbell.
And she'll come let you in. No, that didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Yeah, Orvan's was quick in and out. You won't believe what I got him to wear.
Oh no. What did you get this poor man?
Oh, some old gonk band.
How hard am I going to be laughing when we stop by to see him again?
I told him he looked primo too. You're not gonna believe it.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Alright, so you still have that shard with the cyberware list, right?
Yeah, she fishes it out.
Well, I'm kind of a step ahead of you, maybe a half a step. I asked a friend to kind of look over it. Skimming, not going on any kind of deep dive into it. And if I remember because Dummy didn't write it down anywhere, most of it was sold to Maelstrom.
Yes.
Right? With a couple of the higher end pieces going to some kind of sketchy Ripper dock.
Yeah.
No name, of course. We'd have to pay extra for him to dig deeper into that, but...
Yeah, because that'd be a deep dive. He'd have to start hacking systems, and that's just what he got on the surface.
So Lou says, so I was talking to a couple of those Maelstrom guys just before we did that job too. They've been trying to push into the territory.
That figures, it's Maelstrom.
Yeah, don't know what they got and don't know what's good for them.
Rather them over the scavs. At least Maelstrom can sometimes be, you know, reasoned with. To a degree. Was he able to get a location in the city, like, general area? As to where Wolf went?
The gang mostly hangs out around the docks area on the north side. And the surrounding districts.
Okay.
They normally don't come as far south as Haywood, though.
Yeah. Well, as far as I can tell, everything went up to the north side. But if they're trying to push down here... Yeah, that smells like trouble brewing. But yeah, that's what I got for you. If you want to push further, you're going to have to foot the bill for it. Guy knows good, but he knows his worth.
Yeah, I get that. Unfortunately, a girl's got to eat first.
I thought exactly.
We get through the next job, maybe we can run this down.
Well, curiosity killed the cat. If I remember right, the rest of it, once satisfaction brought it back, so be worth it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a pretty good payday at the end of this. I don't want to see slide with a sandy in her hands, but I do want to see us on the other side of the sail of that. Maybe whatever else they get their hands on.
Could bring in a good portion.
And keep that chrome out of the wrong hands.
Yeah, it seemed like all the, like I said, the higher end stuff went to that Ripper dock. If we can get some of the stuff off of Maelstrom, that's one thing, but don't know if we'd be able to get anything off of him or not.
Well, only one way to find out. Track the smell to the trail's end.
Exactly.
Did I bring a sandwich for Trix?
Could have.
You would have had plenty.
I hand over a sandwich dutifully.
She just looks at it. I'm guessing from Orvan.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
So we got someone who's gonna try and feed us all the time. Great. She's gonna toss it over onto the bed.
It smells
I
better than
assume
scop. That's much just for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she ain't gonna argue. So, any news from Octavio yet?
No, nothing yet, but should have something pretty soon.
Good. Good, I've been itching to get out and go around. Head's feeling better, and I'll need to make up for the time I've spent just laying around doing nothing.
Well, we need you in good form next time. We got lucky.
Oh,
Things
yeah,
didn't go so
hopefully
well for us.
Hopefully the systems won't be such a bitch next time.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
Oh?
Yeah, me and Orvan pulled up. You looked like you were in some kind of schism.
Yeah, parts of the older network just didn't like me poking around in it and bit back. That happens at well, normal migraines look like, nothing comparatively.
Bad luck, huh?
Mm-hmm. Once I got
Let's hope for
in,
better next time.
oh, definitely going for better next time. We're also dealing with scavs at that point, so who knows what all they did to the fucking network.
Yeah, they could have done anything in there.
But hey, brain's not fried, I'm still standing.
Good.
What I'm worried about is Slideye.
Yeah, do you talk to her?
Haven't had a chance to yet. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to find her.
Does she stay anywhere?
First time I met her, I didn't even know she knew Nathan.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot we don't know about her.
To be fair, there's a lot I don't know about you and you don't know about me. And there's a lot any of us know about Orvan.
There's a lot we don't know about Orvan. But I think I do exactly what I say on the tin.
Yeah, you tend to.
Thanks, June.
Well, one of us could always give Slideye a call, figure out where she's at, how she's doing.
Yeah, I worry about her.
Well, you're the fixer. She's gonna poke her arm. You make the calls.
Okay,
Slideye,
I'll do it.
what have you been up to? Healing or doing a hustle or something else?
Healing mostly.
Healing mostly. Okay.
Yeah.
You were pretty banged up before, so 7 days would get you, if you wanted to take the full 7, obviously. 7 days of rest. Your body score is... Let me look at it. Your body score is 8, so you would be able to do 8 times 7 in terms of HP recovered. Not that you need all of that.
No.
So you can spend half the week healing and the other half doing some other things.
That'll probably be for the best.
Okay.
I imagine most of that is Slideye is mostly just trying to keep a low profile. There's a lot she was thinking about after her conversation with Jesprit and Nate. Like she said, she's heavy on her right side. It's weird. Not for all the adjustments we can end up making, the more in tune you are, the more you start noticing when things are off. A few milligrams on one side or another. I know that the body adjusts, but start thinking about it. Start realizing you're looking at how do you offset the weight. Maybe for a while there I tried carrying what's left of my jacket these days on my left shoulder, just trying to put the weight on that side, hoping it'll level out, but it's never quite right. I want to end up trying to figure out how to end up leveling out. Nate said I couldn't end up going to him for any more ads. But I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't sharp enough on the job. And because of that, Trix almost had a fried brain, and Orvan needed to end up pulling the trigger. Got the attention of the whole goddamn block. Fucked up the job. That was my fault. And I know that they're not gonna say it. After all, they need their solo. They need their walking bullet sponge. They need their meat shield for what little meat's left. Because as long as somebody else is taking the bullets for them, they get the payday. Fine. That's perfectly fine. Just so long as I end up getting my cut.
It's about when you get a call on your holo. It's Lou.
She looks at the number. Yeah, that makes sense. Lou's a fixer, trying to end up working angles, has probably an angle to work here. She asked for help, and I pulled the trigger. Brains all over the silly clown wallpaper, and trying to come into their own. Trying not to be the pretender. And they want to end up gaining contacts because maybe it's another job. Maybe they need somebody else to soak up more bullets. Yeah. Why worry about the meat when you can replace the metal? Metal don't come cheap. That's the only advantage I have. Kill or be killed. Don't get played. But she's young. She might learn. Maybe. Though there's a part of me that wonders if she's playing the game. Maybe she's 2 steps ahead of me. Maybe I should cut her off right now. And then I kind of shake myself for a moment, realizing the buzzer's been ringing a bit before I end up answering the holo. Realizing that I'm sitting in a fucking drainage ditch trying to end up keeping out of the scorching sun. God damn it, it's hot out there. Hello.
How you holding up, sunshine?
Fine. Just fine.
You eating 3 square a day?
I'm sure you didn't call for socializing.
Well, I called because I've got something to drop off to you. See, I'm visiting the team. I went over to Orvan's and he gave me something for you, and I thought I'd cruise on down to wherever you lay your head. Call it a social call. Call it whatever you want, Choom.
Lizzie's bar. 20 minutes. She hangs up.
You got. She's still in Trix's apartment. She says, "Well, that went as well as I expected." I don't know if she's taken those meds or not.
Yeah, I think she is.
How do you ask without asking?
You ask.
Oh, boy. All right, I'll ask. I'll see you later.
You want me to go along?
No, I can take care of it. You got your own stuff to do.
And she's just kind of looking around The apartment. Yeah. Sure.
I mean, if you really want to go, you can go. I'm not like actually telling you not to.
It'd be sitting around here. Running
Okie
through
dokie.
simulations.
And from what you know, Trix, Lizzie's is kind of fun.
Yeah. Be nice to get out.
Why don't I make it a team building event and call Orvan then?
Do it. I want to see what
I-
getup you have him in.
Absolutely. I ring Orvan.
Yes.
Orvan! Lizzie's team meeting, 20 minutes.
All right. It might
Don't
take
say
me a little
no.
longer to get there, but I shall be there.
Jesus. Do you want to ride?
If you are offering, I will not say no.
Will it take less time if I pick you up?
Probably.
Then I will pick you up.
What is a Lizzie's?
Jesus Christ.
Which is
And do I have to... Is there anything I should know about not getting accosted by gang members again?
I'll tell you on the way.
Okay.
I hang up.
which is a good place for us to transition scenes. Lizzie's Bar. Probably one of the nicer places this side of Night City. Run by a bunch of ladies who would otherwise be joy toys out on the street if they, weren't so lucky. But you see the four of you arrive outside and kind of take a look at the front entrance. You do see that it is guarded by a couple bouncers. But the four of you are standing outside the bar for the moment.
And I already know the question I'm going to get from Trix. He is, in fact, wearing the Us Cracks jacket, but he has it inverted, so you can't see the front. He flipped it inside out. Wearing the white t-shirt and jeans.
Natural curiosity is going to take over. She's going to walk over, seeing that it is, in fact, inside out, and take a look to see what the fuck is on the front. Oh, you're kidding. You gotta wear this right side out. Come on.
No.
There are worse things you could be wearing right now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You are not doing this just so you can use me as a joke, right?
Well, that's always going to be a thing.
Then why should I do that?
Because you're going to get more people staring at you for having it inside out.
There, are you happy?
Much.
This is a bar, isn't it?
I mean, it says on the sign, Lizzie's Bar.
I mean, I know your German's good, but your English has to be at least that good, right, Orvan?
I have learned to not take everything at face value.
And Hoozle? Yeah, I'm going to approach the bouncers confidently. Like an adult would.
Followed by Orvan.
And
And
Slideye,
Trix.
you have arrived too, right?
I will gladly end up doing that introduction when everybody else is in, because she's probably already inside, but for a very different reason.
Ah, okay. You walk up to the bouncer, Lou, and she says, and the bouncer, a girl in pigtails, holds up a hand, kind of gestures for you. Hold on. Haven't seen you here before. Names?
Trix.
Fun.
They call me Medboy. Says the 32-year-old German.
Sure. And you, short stuff?
Yeah, I'm a fake name. Sharon Stone.
Are you sure you're old enough to be at a bar, Sharon?
You wouldn't believe it, but it's my 21st birthday today. And I'm gonna slip her an eddy of the appropriate amount to get in.
Normally there's not a cover charge, but you slip her a few Euro-dollars, maybe a 10.
Yeah, you want me to do a roll for the bribery check?
Yeah, make a bribery check.
Fun.
Ooh, that's a nice number.
Ooh.
That is indeed a nice number.
Thank you very much. This is what I put all my stats in. So 10 gets me in.
Yep, 10 will get you in.
Done.
And you can see her eyes light up as she's pocketing that 10 Euro-dollars. She steps. She kind of looks you all over. All right. Rules are: don't touch the girls. If you want to dance, you'll order a brain dance. If you start getting handsy, we'll have you escorted out. Otherwise, have fun. She steps out of the way and opens up the door, and you walk into Leslie's bar. There's a bar kind of on the one side where you see a bartender serving drinks to patrons. You see that there are a number of different sort of lounge seats, all kind of connected like a couch, where you see people with their brain dance wreaths watching brain dances. Where you see that there are also holograms of girls dancing very provocatively. You see that there are also individual rooms where those who want a more private experience can go and do so. And as well as waitresses who are walking the floor as people may order drinks while they're sitting and watching whatever it is they're watching.
Yeah, I guess I'm taking in the sights, but I'm looking for Slideye also.
Looking specifically for Slideye. Slideye, where are you located?
Slideye at this point is probably in the bathroom, hiding in one of the stalls as she's currently washing up using a bunch of the soap from the washroom and wash her hair out and everything else in the sink so she doesn't smell like gutter right now. She's taking a bit of a bottled water, running it through her hair. She just watches a lot of the street ring out of it. She tries to end up looking herself in the mirror, but the hair just gets in the way. making her look like something out of a fucking horror movie. She remembers the first time that she ended up coming here. Just actually to celebrate her first gig. It's familiar territory. Though, a lot of the faces have changed, at least the girl at the front, same. Baseball bat with purple hair and tattoo right between her tits. Always the same speech every single time she came in. Always liked her. Wonder where she got the implants from. She tries to shake it off as she just watches the street dust and grime, a little bit of her own blood swirl down the drain. After flushing to end up drying her hair out with whatever she can end up finding, she slicks it back like she used to back in the day. Tries to walk with a certain degree of confidence, even though her jacket looks torn to hell. Still, maybe it'll just be treated as avant-garde.
Lou, you see that Slideye is walking out of the ladies' restroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave very heartily.
He walks over, sliding between people, just trying to avoid contact. Sometimes she moves a little bit more, a little bit serpentine, her head making the motion before the rest of her body. It's all one motion after another before she ends up coming towards you. She looks
Gotcha,
up.
spooky.
Yeah. So what's this thing you wanted to see me about?
Yeah, well, she reaches in her bag and she pulls out a sandwich. She grabs you by the wrist and she slaps a sandwich in your hand. She says, "It's kind of formal, but Orvan wanted you to have this sandwich."
Thank you, Orvan.
And now you have this sandwich.
You are welcome.
I have this sandwich. Thank you, Lulu.
I do not know why we came here, but I'm glad you at least have something to eat.
I was under the impression that you were coming here for a talk of work. After all, that's what we do, isn't it? She slides it into her pocket. You can see like the edge of the sandwich hanging out of a hole in her hole at its side.
Should I invest in some plastic bags for them next time?
Oh, I presume they were already wrapped.
Okay,
Sandwich
good.
bag, yeah, sandwich bag that they call them.
Do I need to invest in like a bigger utensil, maybe a lunchbox?
No, I don't.
No, because then you'll just lose them. They'll go through the dishwasher one time and they won't come out the same way ever. There's no point in buying those, Orvan.
Do they really make them in such
Medboy.
poor quality?
Oh my god, they're terrible.
Oh, that is a shame.
So the gang's all here.
Yeah. We may as well have a little bit of fun, right?
This would
Wanted to
not
see how
be
you
the
were
first time I've had a business party.
Maybe the first time at a strip club, though, Orvan.
Yeah, definitely the first time at a strip club.
Would it be? I mean, listen, I don't want to. I don't want to expose the truth about corporate work too much, but like, they do be going to strip clubs a lot. I don't think that Night City is going to be any less salacious, right?
But Orvan is on the up and up, so
Okay, good point.
that
He's
is the
mega
big
innocent.
difference.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so he wouldn't have gone to those parties.
No.
If that's
By
what
the
you're
way,
looking for.
Slideye, I have a question. Would you
What
care
is it,
for a
though?
drink?
You know, she's processing it, like taking a lot longer than maybe the average person. Normally, you get a quick, yeah, sure, sounds good, or maybe a friendly no thank you, but she's actually processing it. Like she's assessing. Finally. Yeah, sure. Sounds like a good idea.
What is your preferred alcoholic beverage?
Jack honey on the rocks, light press. If
All right. Trix, would you like one?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you, though.
What about you, Lulu? Would you like a soda?
Incredible. Lou orders a smash for herself.
Orvan would end up ordering 2 of Slideye's preferred drink.
That'll be 40 euro bucks.
Alrighty.
Because this place has nice whiskey.
sorry, I didn't go to a place less expensive.
Oh, it is no problem to me. I am the one who offered.
Well, perhaps we should not stand around like a bunch of dumbasses with our dicks in our hand and just end up finding a table. What do you think?
And Orvan would lead the group to, I would hope would be either one of the side booths or one in the corner, whichever one happens to be available.
One in the corner, because the side booth would actually require you to pay a little extra to rent out.
And then definitely the corner.
You pick out a corner table.
We know our speed. We're balling on a budget, babe.
Yep.
So, what's the protocol for dancing? What are we supposed to do? Lou's gonna get up and dance.
You can dance to the
You
music
want.
all you want.
Oh, okay,
Just don't touch any of the performers.
right.
Otherwise, the mean girl with the bat ends up deciding to put it to use, and there's a reason she ended up putting nails in it.
I think it's a performance check. No, acting. What is it? Technique? Where's dance? No, I guess it's performance.
Yeah, I think that tracks.
Okay, well I get a +2 to dancing
All right.
while I'm on Smash.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It seems that Lalu can dance the modern dances.
But only while drinking.
Energy drinks be like that.
Oh, yeah. I think Smash is alcoholic.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's like a. Maybe it's like a Four Loco.
the Night City version of Four Loco. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Orvan just kind of looks over, sees a dance that he's never seen before, raises an eyebrow, and looks specifically at Slideye. As in, like, what is she doing?
What's Slideye doing at this moment?
No. Orvan has his eyebrow raised in the
Okay.
questioning tone of what is Loup doing with that dance.
I think you need to check on her. I think
She's-
she may be having a bout of epilepsy.
She's shaking her ass.
Maybe
Todd.
a med tech, but I don't think I can fix bad dancing. Is that the new dance sweeping the nation, the Loup shuffle?
It's she. You know, she's daggering alone. Solo daggering does not look great.
Can you give us a demonstration? Because I don't actually know what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what that looks like for sure. I guarantee you I won't injure myself or offend anyone.
No.
Well, you do some dancing.
So how have
Correct.
you two been?
Go ahead.
Orvan is asking how you two have been. For Trix and Slideye, because Lou's over there dancing. Poorly.
Got a 10. No, she got a 12.
She got 12. She's not doing bad. It's just maybe a dance you don't understand.
That's why he's. That's why
I'm
he's
just trying to end up making it funny.
Yeah. Because you're old.
He is old. Well, not old, but older.
Wow.
I love how we scaled our character ages kind of like almost in reverse to our actual ages.
Yeah, it was entirely on accident.
But Orvan had asked how everyone was doing, and so if you want to answer.
Well, got my head back in order. Didn't fright nearly as badly as I thought I did.
That is good.
Any damage to the meatware?
No. It's all intact. You look like you're doing a little bit better.
Patch job mostly. End up spending most of the time with staples and clamps, putting things back together. Nothing a MIG welder can't fix in our jiffy.
Well, got some information about that shard you found.
There was a shot?
Yes, you were too busy with our package.
Yes, the damaged package.
And she's going to repeat the same information she'd given Lou for Slideye.
That would make sense. But why were they all the way down in Haywood?
Those are Lou's old stomping grounds, aren't they?
What, Haywood? Yeah.
Well, looks like we might be taking a guided tour soon then.
Why do you say that?
Somebody's got to know something. And it helps having somebody who's in the know. And with Trix, you're going to end up being able to do most of it on the down low. Ends up helping when you end up having somebody who's young enough to slip by suspicion, because let's be honest here, nobody's looking at the kid as anything other than useful meat, ready to end up experiencing life as the next iteration of Joy Toy. So you can end up getting by on that pretty quick. Gives Trix plenty of time to end up being able to look around, poke around if needed. And it helps that our two left feet there ends up having the capability of knowing the neighborhood well enough to end up being able to figure out who might know something, what's worth tapping into.
That would make sense.
We were figuring looking more into it after the next gig. Next big job.
If that's how you want to play it, that's how we'll play it.
It's her call, really.
Yeah. Guess it is. She looks down at her drink, just kind of swirls it around, watching the ice melt, the water level rising, mixing in with the alcohol, that slight aroma of honey that she tries to end up enjoying the scent of before she sips on it lightly. And looks back at the dance floor, at Loup.
You know, this reminds me of a old memory back home. Different people, definitely different situations. But it's a little homey, wouldn't you say? Us all looking at the young one dancing, being jovial.
Don't get too attached. Maybe you forgot what kind of line of work we're in. Got a little too used to being away from the office, away from medtech. You've seen your fair share, Doc, of bits of people everywhere. The reality is we're in a line of work that's going to happen to us, except it's not going to be you arriving on a call to pick up a number. It's going to be somebody you just watched on the dance floor trying to find their feet, and all of a sudden wondering why is it you know what their brain matter tastes like.
That may be true.
That's not a maybe, that's a fact.
But it
This
is my
life-
job to try and prevent it. At least while we are working together. And, as long as we are working together, I may as well try to get to know you.
So it hurts more.
I guess you could say that. Me, I consider it I am attempting to make friends. If you can't trust me to watch your back, how could I trust you to watch mine?
You trust in my professionalism.
That is true.
Jeez. That being said, Doc, if you're going to do anything good in your life right now, please go and save her on the dance floor before somebody figures out that there might be a freebie dance opportunity.
I would look even worse on the dance floor. Trix.
It does look like someone
I-
is approaching Lou to dance with her.
Oh boy. Trix is getting up and heading over.
Lou, a young man, probably not much older than you, has
Oh.
approached you and asked you
Dance
for a
was on her
dance.
body.
That's okay.
It was the same score. It was the same score either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have someone who is approaching you, has seen your
Yeah.
dancing, and is asking to dance with you.
I mean, yeah. Like, what kind of? Tell me more. Weave the story, OGM.
um. Hmm. Yeah, not much older than you, wearing, you know, uh, maybe something a little bit more expensive than you're wearing at the moment. Something
Mhm.
something a little flash, like maybe there's like one item on him that's particularly flashy, like his jacket that has these short sleeves and kind of big sort of nubby protrusions on the shoulders.
Mhm.
They he's got his hair kind of faded on the sides and kind of flopped over uh, from the top. It's a little longer, about chin length, and
Mhm.
he's just kind of walks up to you and says, "Hey, care for a dance?"
She says, "Hey, yourself." Says, "Well, show me what you got."
Well, let's see what he got. Let's roll a d10.
Two can play at that game.
mm.
Ooh.
Seems that
Lou gets yeah.
he's familiar with the
Lou gets
dance, but he doesn't do
aggressive.
very well.
Lou gets aggressive. She says, "Get out of my face, Gonk.
Fuck you, bitch.
What you think what you think you put on one cool coat and you're the shit? Fuck out of here with the shit." She goes back to her own business.
Man, fuck you. And
Yeah.
he just baps whatever drink is in your hand out of your hand and walks off.
She gives him the finger. Gives him double birds and goes back to her business. Does not give a shit.
Slideye's getting up from the table. I'm just gonna start following that individual.
Slideye's gonna kill him. Straight
Orvan's
to
just
murder.
sitting there with the eyes looking left to right, like, oh no.
Fuck, shit, fuck.
Trix has gotten up and started walking towards Lou. Slideye, you've started walking towards this guy. He goes to the bar, orders another drink. It's about all he does at the moment.
What does he order?
A beer. But he kind of slams it down pretty quick.
Hmm. Mm.
Starts complaining a
That's
little
fair.
drunkenly
It's
to the guy next to him.
okay. I sit on the opposing seat, not really drawing much attention. It's pretty busy in here, right? No one's really paying attention.
Yeah, it's pretty busy for a weekday.
Okay. I keep my my left arm on the table, and I'm going to end up. He's sitting on a stool, right? I imagine it's
Yeah.
one of those swivel stools.
Yeah.
Yeah, made of cheap aluminum.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that the stool stem is about to be cut in half. Because for me, it's just a quick deployment and quick in and out, quite literally.
Okay.
And
So if you're doing this on the sly, I need that to be a stealth check.
let's see here. That is body.
Ooh.
That's a 20.
You, ma'am, are a sly and sneaky son of a bitch.
And
Movement.
as he... Go ahead.
Oh, movement like liquid. Describe how you see this going down.
I imagine with her one hand holding her drink that she just ordered, she ends up, or maybe she just grabs an empty glass, whatever's cheaper, really. Maybe just a half drunk, whatever was left on them that they haven't cleared out. Under the bar rim, her hand twists and it turns until the mantis blade is deployed. It springs out quick and springs back enough to end up cutting through the cheap aluminum. He probably stumbles back as he suddenly ends up finding himself falling to the ground and landing on his back while his buddy is wondering what the hell just happened. To which she just walks on him as she ends up leaving back to after she got her quote-unquote drink.
He's shouting, swearing. He's looking for whoever just fucking broke the stool out from underneath him.
Like I said, cheap aluminum.
Lou, Trix, Orvan, you're minding your own business, and the next moment you see, Lou, that this guy is now ass over tea kettle on the floor. And that Slideye is walking right across him like she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, Slideye's walking away. Can I roll to figure this out?
I want to do the same.
Same.
Is there like an
wanna-
investigation roll we can do?
Deduce something has happened that Slideye did. I don't know that it's going to be what she did.
What about human perception?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a human perception on Slideye. The three of you.
All right.
And that's going to be versus
Where
that
is-
stealth roll.
Where would that be?
Social.
Yep, it's
Social.
social. It's basically an insight check.
It's one of the few things Orvan's good at.
Ooh.
Very nice.
You say that.
You say...
There's 12 in it.
You don't know what happened.
You're good at it, but Lou is the master at it.
Something's up. She's walking away. This guy's on the floor. You can deduce that perhaps she had something to do with it, or this guy just fucking fell over his own two left feet. Either way, she's making it a point of walking directly over him while walking back towards you all.
I high five her.
She doesn't even raise her arm. She just goes back to sitting.
Oh, don't leave me hanging.
Come on, back to the table with you.
I come and sit down.
Get your laughs in.
Yeah, Gonk had it coming.
Orvan's just kind of staring off at the dude. Just like with like a confused look on his face. As he's trying to piece everything together. And he just goes back and
The guy's arguing with the bartender. He's covered in his own drink, it looks like. Beer streaming from his hair. And he's seems to be making a bit of a scene before somebody from one of the bouncers starts walking him out of the bar.
I was on the receiving end of that the other day.
Bringing back memories.
Get
About
nostalgic in
first
your old
meeting.
age.
I do not want to go through that again.
Oh,
Good.
and it's a good thing you're listening to us.
I would be very bad at my job if I could not learn to adapt.
Trix has a proposal for you, Lulu.
She puts her hands up like she's a wolf, and she says, "I'm all ears."
Oh, Loup already knows about the shard details.
Hmm.
Stopped by my place earlier.
Must be cozy.
Oh yeah, it's real tight on the block. You should come
Good.
around for a visit sometime.
I don't think that would be a good idea. But you know the neighborhood.
Yeah, I get around.
You know the neighborhood. You might know some gonk that we need to end up finding. We might know something. After all, didn't you tell me earlier? If you don't know something, you know somebody who does.
Hmm. It's a good point.
And between you and Trix, it should be pretty easy for you to find out everything about what was on that shard, where it's all going. Haywood's your stomping grounds, ain't it?
Yeah, I've got ears.
How many you peel off? Sorry, I
Got
didn't mean to say that out loud.
us.
I'm distracted. But I think it's something you two can do really well. Given your proclivities, right?
I'm glad to hear your vote of confidence.
If I didn't have some confidence, I wouldn't be running with you, now would I? I'm not about to get myself killed on your behalf.
Speaking of, you're taking the immunoblockers the doctor gave you, right?
Half doses. Trying to make it last. Stuff doesn't come cheap.
Yeah, I hear you. You just got a grim air about you.
I'm just taking precautions. Ain't that how it's supposed to work?
Make sure you hold on to hope.
That's a cheeky catchphrase. What's the next one? I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, don't take any wooden nickels.
Your job is to end up making sure they're not wooden, isn't it?
Yeah, and when they are, I'll be the one that bites them.
So that's how you got your teeth.
She thumbs it at you.
Did you know when you do that, it would be considered a grievous insult? The kind of thing that people would end up putting duels down for. Kill each other and their whole families over.
You're not wrong.
Come bite my thumb.
But she didn't bite it, did she?
No, it's just the act of.
Yeah.
That's it. That would be all it takes. She is referencing history, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
actual
maybe
real world
something.
history.
Yeah. Something Lou wouldn't have without like education.
Which might be an interesting thing for Lou to know, because now Slideye might have ended up revealing that she does actually have some kind of formal education.
Mm-hmm. She says, duels, huh? Like with gloves and muskets?
Think Shakespearean.
I bite
Romeo
my
and
thumb at ye.
The curse upon near both thine houses. You always struck me as a old school romantic.
There's something about that sounds familiar.
If you want, I could try and get you a copy.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I can find it on the net somewhere.
Some library might have a shard.
Yeah, I want to cut to Lou like reading.
I don't think Lou would actually read Shakespeare.
She
You never
might.
know. Never know.
She might be drawn to the like high drama of it.
We'll have to find out if she ever finds a shard.
Yeah.
Or a book.
Or a paperback.
Hmm.
Could you imagine?
That would be a lot of eddies.
Besides, it all falls on you again, Lou. I'm hoping you took your lessons to heart.
What's that now?
He's saying she hopes it all falls on you now, Lou. I hope you took those lessons to heart. Maybe referencing the shard incident when you two first met.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she sort of falls into her arms on the table. It says, yeah, I'm learning.
Which I think is
That makes
also,
two of us.
I think that's also a good place for us to move on. So, end of the week. Living expenses have come due.
Oh boy.
So, you must spend the proper eddies for your home and for your food expenses for the month. Orvan, you have decidedly made it. You have made it very apparent that you get good food.
Well, not exactly good, but his own cooking makes it a little bit better.
It's still going to be good food rank because it's better than Scop, which is rank 2. So it's like the third rank on food.
Yeah, I have to find the page again.
I did post things in the Discord. Screenshots of the Discord about it.
Yeah.
They're there.
Oh, I see them.
Yeah.
Let's open that in the browser so I can get a better look.
But yeah, based on Lou and Trix's apartments that they've described, since Lou, you are sharing yours with Sam, you're only going to spend half of the 1,500 for your living cost at the home. He will cover the other half. I don't know if we described whether or not you have another roommate or not. Or if it was
you
just
said
the two of you.
I might have a third roommate.
It's up to you, because they could be introduced into the story too.
I would love a third roommate.
And
yeah, at 1,500 eddies, that sounds fantastic.
yeah.
Yep, that is 600 eddies that I am currently spending.
Yeah, Orvan, your tiny apartment is kind of nicer than Trix's and Lalou's, the way you've described it. That you actually have a kitchen in your apartment, so it is a little bit more costly. So let me just look at my screenshots here. So,
oh yeah, this is definitely playing into it. He definitely is not paying the rent because he has to leave.
So yeah.
But this is quite interesting.
Generic pre-pack is going to be 300 for food. So that I would if Lou, Trix, and Slideye want to go that route for their meals for the month, you can go the kibble route. You'll just hate it.
I'll be going the kibble route, and I will be dropping 500 specifically for therapy.
You're gonna purchase some therapy, okay? Let's go ahead and roll that then, because that is so the standard humanity loss version, the 500 eddies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me pull that up on the rule book. And so that I know what dice I'm supposed to roll for your humanity gain. That's on that same page. Let me find that page again. Because that's in... Street economy. Okay. Da. Wait, hang on. It's above that then. Okay. Therapy. Hold, please.
It's okay.
Aw. What? Does it not tell me how to do that? Damn it. Okay.
What are you looking for?
What is standard humanity recover when it comes to therapy? Because it doesn't have it on a chart for me to just see. I don't know what I'm supposed to roll for your humanity gain.
Starts on 229, but
Oh, here we go.
2d6.
2d6? Okay. Yeah, let's roll 2d6. I can roll that if you would like me to.
Yeah.
You get 6 back.
Okay, I believe I was at a -5 last time, so that brings me back to 0.
Yep, you heal back up to your maximum humanity if that's if you were only 5 points down.
That's just... That's what I'm trying to do. Try spending a bit of time with Spirit.
And he guides you through some meditations and some kind of guides you through a number of like mantras and things to to try and steer your mind back to what it was like before getting so chipped up. To understand that you're still Francesca. Slideye might be the moniker that you use now as a part of your remaining a little bit more anonymous during merc work. But you're still that girl. You're still that girl who had a dream. And you're starting to rediscover yourself. Perhaps therapies and immunoblockers and other such things really can bring someone who was so close, even tipping over that edge to cyberpsychosis. You're not a killer. You're better than that. You're human.
not gonna lie, it took some effort not to just gut the man at the bar right then and there. Because he irked me. Because I didn't like what I saw. Amber's little showcase of defiance, with 2 flapping wings on each hand. But me, I wanted to go a lot further. Instead, made it a rank, something that felt like a lash out. Just like last time. It wasn't controlled, it wasn't measured. And everybody else, if they knew, probably would have thought it was funny. They probably would have laughed. Fuck, you made that donk fall on his ass. How hilarious. I wanted to split him from garter to groin and up again. I wanted to end up spilling out his intestinal tract all over the bar. I wanted to split the ribs and end up ripping his still beating heart out and feed it to him. Rearrange the parts in some kind of avant-garde experiment. Just to see what it was like. Just because I can do that to myself doesn't mean that he can take it. It's always there in the back of the brain. And I have to say the words even when they ring hollow. I am Francesca Abernathy. I am Francesca Abernathy. I am Francesca Abernathy. And they taste like copper on the tongue.
But aside from the therapy that you spent the 500 eddies on, what food and housing tier are you spending?
Gibble, no housing. I know that'll leave me fatigued, but I can't afford the housing, and I think everybody on an out of character would agree that having Slideye in the next room might not always be the best idea.
So you're doing a little couch surfing. Maybe even junkyard surfing.
Under bridges, in gutters, and in little abandoned motels. Sometimes I even have to slum it out with the fucking scavs. Just remind them that I'm not going to go down easy if they really want to try to take parts of me. Because I'll take parts of them too.
For Trix, what did that come out to?
Well, she's doing kibble, but she'll have to take on a few jobs to get the rent settled.
Okay, so you're not paying rent at the moment.
Yeah. I basically have a week before I have to start making death saves for it.
Ah.
Having to heal hurt.
Yep. Lou? What did it come out to for you?
Lou has Lou has paid rent and eaten kibble and is broke.
You're surviving.